Die Heimspiele der Munich Cowboys werden Ihnen präsentiert von unserem Hauptsponsor Werksviertel Mitte, Urbanität neu erleben.
Ja, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, ich darf Sie herzlich begrüßen zur Pressekonferenz nach dem Spiel der Munich Cowboys gegen die Marburg Mercenaries. 36:35, nichts für schwache Nerven, das kann man ganz wirklich sagen. War wirklich spannend bis in die letzten Sekunden. Ich darf kurz hier das Podium vorstellen. Zu meiner Rechten ist Dale Heffron, der Head Coach der Marburg Mercenaries. Zu seiner Rechten ist Robert Johnson, Wide Receiver der Mercenaries, der uns das Leben heute sehr, sehr schwer gemacht hat. Zu meiner Linken Head Coach Garren Holley und zu seiner Linken Daniel Nentwich, der heute für die nächsten 3 Jahre wahrscheinlich sein letztes Spiel für die Cowboys gemacht hat, weil er nach Amerika geht. First question to you, sir. It was a very close game. Did you expect that it's a close game?
The first game in Marburg was closer than the score was. Munich's gotten better. They should be congratulated. The coaching staff and their players did a great job. What an excellent football game. And we're beat up. I mean, I have wide receivers playing linebackers and defensive backs, and I lost my great linebacker today in my start. But that's GFL. It's a long season. At the end of the day, I'm very proud of my team. I've got to congratulate you guys. You guys could have folded your season early in the year, and now you got a chance at the playoffs. You're back in the playoff hunt because we're really beat up. I mean, and now we have Frankfurt, and then we've got Ingolstadt again, and thank God we have 3 weeks. I am so proud of my football team. Marburg was horrible the last 3 years. Terrible football team. The fact that we're looking that we have a legitimate chance of getting to the playoffs is a testament to my players. They could have quit today. We lost arguably the best linebacker in Germany to a neck injury or to a shoulder injury. Michael Taylor had a contract with the Chicago Bears in 2 weeks. he was going to the NFL, and he decided to play. He decided to play in this game before he went to the NFL and broke his collarbone. To me, that's tragic. It's tragic when a young man comes over because I asked him to, and we had a contract for him in the NFL, and tragic. At the same time, that's football. You should be proud of your Munich Cowboys. I know that their football coach. I respect you. The job you've done is outstanding. That's why I coach. I love competition. I love people that compete. I'm proud of my guys. That's what football is. That game today is why I coach.
Thank you very much, sir. An der Stelle möchte ich auch nochmal sagen, dass wir der Nummer 56 von Marburg, Richard RJ, alles Gute und gute Besserung wünschen. Er hat sich anscheinend schwerer verletzt und wir hoffen das Beste für ihn. Garren, it was really a close game. Especially the fourth quarter was very, very tense. What do you think?
Like Coach Heffron was saying, you got 2 good teams that come out to battle. Easily for them. We got up early, and we left 21 points on the field in the first half. We gave them a chance to stick around, and they stuck around. And they just came out slinging it on us, and we just couldn't cover anybody to save our lives. So they came out and they stayed aggressive, and they fought back into the game. I was losing my shit on the sideline like crazy. but at the same time, it's like you said, you know, this is why we coach. I mean, we stayed together. You know, I told our guys before the game that I don't care if you're not playing to win this game for me. You're playing to win it for each other. So I want you to go out and fight as brothers. You know, don't worry about us coaches, because you're the ones that got to go out there and play with each other and execute. So this win is what you deserve, because you guys have stayed together. You show up, you put in all the effort and the work. You know, we hadn't had a home win yet, so I challenged them. Let's go put on a show for our fans and get a win. Granted, we made it a super tight show, you know, but it was a show at the end of the day. But yeah, and at the end, you know, the go for two decision, you know, it was we don't work this hard to tie and then in a tie. So it's win or go home, and that's essentially the decision we made, and everyone was on board, and we got it done. So it was a hard fought battle. I almost had a heart attack. So.
Thank you. Robert, you did that 21-21 touchdown beginning of the fourth quarter, and then you did the 2-point conversion too. So you wanted to beat us, right?
Yeah, we knew coming in this week it was going to be a hard, tough fought game, and like Coach Heffron been saying all week, it's going to be a different Munich team, and you know, at the end of the day, Munich made the plays they needed to make to win the game, and we didn't. And that's that. You know, kind of got hit injury bug a little bit, and that's just football. So now we finna have to see how our team finna fight through adversity, and find out how our team really is now with this stretch. And big ups to Munich, man. That was a good game, man. Good game. That's probably the best game I've had since I got out here.
Thank you. Daniel, hast du dir so dein letztes Spiel jetzt erstmal für die nächsten 3 Jahre vorgestellt?
Ja, also ich glaube, emotionaler und besser kann es eigentlich nicht laufen, auch wenn ich natürlich es lieber gehabt hätte, dass wir schon zur ersten Halbzeit klar vorne gewesen wären, aber am Ende des Tages ist alles, was zählt, der Sieg, und so ist es halt eben. Und von daher war es ein wunderschönes Spiel für mich, ein wunderschöner Abschluss.
Wirst du drüben auch spielen?
Nee, also drüben habe ich leider keine Zeit zum Spielen. Aber wie gesagt, man weiß ja nie, was kommt. Vielleicht bin ich ja schon wieder ein paar Jahren wieder hier, und ich halte mich auf jeden Fall fit und werde dann wieder versuchen anzugreifen.
Wir freuen uns auf deine Rückkehr. Gibt es Fragen von Seiten der Medien?
Coach Heffron, first of all, for Dave, all the best for your player.
Thank you.
Coach Holley, in the middle of the game, many unforced errors. 4 players in the backfield, 2 times, 3 times. You're nervous or why?
Something you gotta ask the guys on those 2 punts. That's something I don't know. That's something that we go over with the guys, because during the game, we're like, you don't know what the hell they're thinking, why they made the mistake. You know, you try to talk to it in between plays. But on the punt, we had one of our second team guys step up and help us out. So he lined up not on the ball twice, and yeah, so that definitely hurt. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stupid ass mistakes. You know, we left a lot of points on the field, you know, which is a lot of dumb stuff. And then you got to go back and watch the film. Were they legit calls, or was it like, come on now, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, but it was a tough game. There were a lot of errors made, but at the same time, you know, we overcame those errors. So.
And the last 9 seconds, what do you feel?
What did I feel during those last 9 seconds? I was praying to whatever God is up there that you know, that we can hold on to this thing, man. Because what always terrifies you is, you know, they throw it up and the ball gets tipped and they catch it. You know what I mean? The guy doesn't knock it down; he tries to pick it, and it falls right in the guy's hands. I've literally been on the opposite end of that too, and that's hard. But yeah, I mean, you know, you're just praying, you know, hoping your guys can just get the job done. Because it's, you know what's coming, but you just got to stop it, and they're the ones that got to do it. So just hoping that they would get it done, and they got it done.
Weitere Fragen?
Coach, after the last touchdown, we looked at the sideline to figure out what you were going to do. Did you make the call to go for 2?
Oh,
and
no
so
doubt.
how quickly did you?
Yeah, no, it was 40 seconds on the clock, and I had my mind made up. I had my mind made up. We were at the 30 or 40. I was like, if we score, we're going for 2. So Schmitzer had a heads up, because you want to give your OC a heads up. You don't want to spring it on him as you score. Then he doesn't have a plan of what to call. So I wanted to make sure he knew that we're going to go for it. Now I double checked, with the coach, some other coaches just to make sure, and I double checked with the O, like, you guys are good, we're going to go for it. So I wanted to make sure they were confident and everyone wanted to get it done. So.
Weitere Frage.
Hi, Coach. Could you tell us a little bit about the first play? I think it was planned to be the first play, right?
Yeah. I made up my mind 3 weeks ago that we're going to do that double reverse pass against Marburg, unfortunately, for them. I wanted to do it against Algoy, but I didn't really want to. Well, actually, it was because we weren't going to have we had the 2 UK kids. We got, number 15, Calvin Stitt, son of Tony Stitt, an ex-Cowboy. And then we had Tapia Craig Munewo. So Calvin is a quarterback in the UK, but he's playing receiver for us. So wanting to just have something, and I wanted to do something exciting for the fans. I wanted to do something exciting. We've had kind of played some bland football, the last 2 home games. So I just wanted to make it exciting, do something exciting for the fans. They're coming to support us, and I want them to be happy, with what they're coming to watch, and be excited. So it was planned though.
I like the body language of the team, especially the first quarter. Mm-hmm. Given the history of close home games, what is there any psychological development you see within the team, or do you say, well, we just executed better today?
No, it's like you say, and that's what I tell people all the time. When you're having a rough year, especially in Europe, guys tend to quit. They don't show up to practice, but they don't show up to game. So, everyone's just off page. But like I've been saying, our guys show up to practice. Our guys stay together. They hang out together. We do film together. So we're a together unit even through these tough times that we've had this season. The guys have stayed together, and it's changing the culture. That's the hard part about when you first take over a program. Coach Heffron could tell you he's been at plenty of programs as a head coach. It's coming in to change the culture, especially when the culture wasn't winning to start out with. When you have to rebuild and bring in different guys from different clubs and get them all to buy into one thing and believe as one team, that's hard to do in a season. It's very hard to do in a season. But I always give all the credit to my guys because they've formed a great brotherhood, a great bond, and it's absolutely amazing. It makes my job easier, to be honest with you.
Gibt es weitere Fragen? Ich muss auch sagen, also gerade Marburg letztes Jahr und Marburg dieses Jahr sind 2 völlig verschiedene Teams. Eigentlich eine sehr, sehr gute Runde momentan für Marburg bisher. Deswegen wirklich sehr, sehr starkes Team. Wenn es keine weiteren Fragen gibt, dann wünsche ich unseren Gästen noch eine gute Heimreise, eine sichere Heimreise. Have a safe trip home. Thank you for being here. Ich darf noch auf das nächste Heimspiel der Munich Cowboys hinweisen. Am 29.07. treffen wir hier auf die Schwäbisch Hall Unicorns. Kickoff ist wie immer um 16 Uhr hier im Dante-Stadion. Darf mich bedanken bei unserem Hauptsponsor Werksviertel Mitte und allen anderen Sponsoren und Partnern für die hervorragende Unterstützung in dieser Saison. Herzlichen Dank und auf Wiedersehen.